Hey everybody, this is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. I am excited to be back one more time. We have an amazing broadcast tonight. I'm so honored to have this amazing young lady on our broadcast. But before we get to her, listen, we stay connected with us. We're on Facebook, Troy Alexander. We're on the YouTube, Inspiration with Troy Alexander, our nonprofit, calltoinspire.org, calltoinspire.org. Stay connected with us. Our motto is dream, take that step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. That is our motto. We encourage everybody to go get your dream. You are worth your dream. Listen, I got one point of purpose before we introduce our amazing guest for tonight. Listen, the sun doesn't ask permission to shine, and neither should you. This is about knowing who you are and going and being the best of who you are in whatever place, whatever lane, whatever space, whatever territory you find yourself. Just be the best version of you, then be better. I'm telling you, this is what it's all about. I've said on prior shows, the mountain is not too high for you to get over, to go under, to go around. Just set your mind and be focused and be purpose. So tonight, I am so honored to meet this young lady and her family, her father and her mom. But listen, she is 8 years of age. She is playing tennis. She's played tennis since the age of 3. She is the winner of the 8U Regional Little Mo tournament, which qualified her for nationals, which were the top 16 girls in the country compete for the championship. Listen, she's currently competes and has won at 12U and 14U level. We're going to talk more about that in the interview. Last year, she completed her academics with all A's. Listen, she's talented, gifted, and intelligent. That's what I'm talking about, Maya. Listen, she plans to complete her schooling by the age of 15 so she can start playing at the pro level, pro tour at the WTA. Let's welcome Maya ANYAN. Welcome, Maya.
Thank you.
All right, and we want to welcome her father, Mr. Kevin ANYAN, as well. Thank you, sir, for being here with us. We're so proud of you both. But Maya, we are so proud of you, and all I can say is thank you for this honor. Before we start, I want to encourage everybody. Listen, as you watch this interview, you're going to hear how amazing Maya is and now and who she is to still become. If you want to help Maya get to nationals, I put the Venmo link in the heading of the broadcast. Go on to that link. If you have a business and you want to sponsor, I'm telling you right now, this young lady is worth your sponsorship. Any amount will help her get to nationals and continue to shine as the star she is. Again, my first question to you, Maya, is what is it about tennis that you love so much?
I love to travel. I like to win trophies and having fun.
Wow, that's amazing. So I have to ask you, like, do you want to be #1 in the world?
Yes, I do.
And listen, I have no doubt, Maya, that you are going to be #1 in the world. I have no doubt in my mind. I see it already. Listen, I'm watching your videos on Instagram. I'm like, wow, like, I don't have a chance against you, right? So I haven't played in a long time, but I know I wouldn't be able to win against you. But I want to ask you about practice. Like, how often do you practice? How many times a week? And on average, like, how long are your practices?
My practices are 2.5 hours a day, and I practice 5 times a week.
Wow. So you practice 5 times, 2.5 hours a day? You don't get tired?
Sometimes.
I'm sure you do. So listen, I want to ask you, help me understand, does 8U mean that you're playing against other 8-year-olds? Is that how that works?
Yes, it does.
So now, Maya, I got to ask you, listen, I'm reading your bio, and I'm reading that you're playing and you've defeated young people at age 12 and 14U. Is that right? So you actually beaten 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds?
Yes, that's true.
Everybody, listen, I'm telling you, you better, listen, hit that Venmo right now. This young lady is going, and we want to support her and uplift her and let her know that, listen, she has a cheering section. Listen, she knows from New Jersey. She has a cheering section from New Jersey, and we're so proud of you, Maya. We are so, so proud of you. I got to ask you, don't you ever get nervous on the court?
No, I don't.
Listen, everybody, listen, she's not mincing words. She's not giving a long dissertation. She's like, nope, I don't get nervous. So listen, Maya, I gotta ask you this. I saw this Instagram video, right? And I don't know if you remember it, but you walked up to the camera and was like, let's go. And then you turned around. I don't know if that was your dad on the other side of the court, but you were hitting that ball like Serena going, I was like, what in the, so tell me what it is, how do you feel when you go onto the court?
I feel like I'm gonna crush everybody.
Listen, everybody, listen, this is Maya. Listen, #1 in the world, and you have to have confidence. Have you always had this level of confidence?
Yes, I have.
Wow. Listen, well, I have to applaud your father and your mother. It is truly amazing what they've done with you to uplift you, to empower you, to strengthen you, to cheer you on. And I love that about your family. So I got to ask you, is there a tennis player that inspires you or who you would like to pattern your game after?
The tennis players who inspired me is Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka, Serena Williams, and Roger Federer.
Wow. Listen, look, listen, everybody. She knows all of the big time tennis players. And I'm like, wow, it's amazing. And I have to say, listen, I saw you, I think on your live, your story, you were at the US Open this year. How was that experience?
It was so cool. I was so happy to be there.
Wow. And you saw Serena play. What was that like?
It was so cool. I was just, wow, I want to be like that too.
Well, listen, I'm going to have to get my ticket early. So I'm going to have to tell your dad, I know you got family and you got friends. And listen, I need your dad and mom to hold the ticket for me. I'm going to pay like now. Like I'm paying like in 2022 for what's coming in 7-8 years. So I can make sure I get my seat. So I'm letting you know, sir, I'm paying now for my seat because I want a seat.
Gotcha.
Listen, I gotta ask you, without giving out any secrets of your game and so forth, is there a part of your game that you feel is the strongest? Like, is it volley? Is it your serve? Is it your forehand, your backhand coming to the net? Is there a part of your game that you feel is like is the strongest part?
The strongest part is my forehand.
Awesome, awesome. And you can do a top spin as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know you can. I'm just asking for the audience, but I know you can. So listen, I gotta ask you, what area of your game would you say you work on the most?
The area of my game, I work on my backhand the most, so I can make it a weapon.
Wow. Now, do you do a one-hand or a two-hand backhand?
I hit a one-hand backhand.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that. So listen, I gotta ask you, and maybe Dad can help with this too again if you feel like it, but is there anything you do specifically to work on the mental part of your game? Like how do you stay so focused? Is there something that you work on or that you do with your dad in terms of training? But how do you stay so focused?
By doing chess.
The game chess?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how to play chess. You have to show me. Is that okay one day?
Okay.
Thank you. Wow. So I just want to ask your dad just one question, then we'll come back to you, Maya. Sir, what is about chess that you felt was important that helps her in terms of the mental game?
So, a lot of times when you're, coaching or training anybody young, you kind of want them to understand. So I think chess is a great way to get them to understand strategy, especially say if you're going one-on-one with an opponent. The game of tennis is not just physical, it's mental. So a lot of the moves, sometimes you might make a mistake, but you can come back, or you can, see what your opponent's doing. And then you can also play like that and adjust to what your opponent is doing. So with tennis, it's the same thing. So with her, right now, she's, her and her brother are getting really, really good at chess. So it kind of blends in with the game. So sometimes when I'm on the court and I'm coaching, I'll use chess as an understanding tool. So I would say, hey, if you have your queen, and you have a shot, like, so for instance, say if the queen is her forehand, I would say, why would you use your pawn instead of your queen? If you use your queen, it would get the point done. So just different ways to, get them to understand at this young age.
Wow. Listen, all I can say, sir, is that is phenomenal. I've never heard anybody say using chess as a strategic way to focus on tennis. I've never heard that before. That is truly amazing. And I love how you use the pieces in terms of the way to play. And Maya gets it, right? Your son, like, that's phenomenal. So I love that. That is awesome. So I got to ask you, Maya, running, like, I play tennis, right? And I play with my dad. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of running. It's a lot of, how do you practice and rehearse for your endurance? Like, do you run every day? Do you like go on the treadmill, or do you jog? How do you get your energy up and endurance?
I go on the treadmill every day, 15 minutes.
Wow. Wow. I need you to really help me because I'm terrible. I need to get in the gym and exercise for 15 minutes. Wow. Listen, I have to ask you, what was it like when you first won your first match and your first championship?
It was so cool. It was a big trophy, and I was so happy.
Wow. I could only imagine what that was like. And I'm just, again, so, so proud of you, Maya. So proud of you. So I got to ask you, how does it feel to have your dad as your coach?
It feels cool. He's a good coach.
All right. Here's $1 bill. Thank you.
Listen, I was gonna say, Dad, did you tell her to say that? No. Listen, I know I can only listen, just hearing your dad talk about chess, like that right there is a level of mental capacity in terms of the strategicness of the game that I love. And it's so inspiring. I am hopeful that you are chronicling your whole journey, even the chess, because all I know, Maya, is there's going to be a documentary about you, about your dad and how he's coaching you, and your mom and support, and your brother King, like all of that. I can only imagine, like, that's going to be such a powerful piece of this documentary. So I hope you document that as well, because that is truly phenomenal. Again, absolutely, sir. I want to encourage everybody, hit that Venmo like of the Venmo link in the broadcast heading of this broadcast to support Maya going to nationals. Again, if you have a business, if it's a multi-billion-dollar business, listen, write it off, but hit that Venmo link and support this amazing young lady. If you want to just give $10, $5, $30, $100, $5,000, whatever you want to give, just help to support this young lady get to nationals. I got to ask you again, Maya, I read in your bio that last year at 7 years of age, the youngest you competed in the regional, you placed second and qualified for Texas Nationals and finished in 6th place out of 16 girls. What was that moment like for you?
It was a cool moment. I was happy that I'm in Texas, and at least I got a place.
Wow, wow. Well, listen, I know that you want to crush them, right? You want to crush you up, and you want to win, right? And you want to, but I want to ask you, and then again, maybe your dad can chime in if he so chooses. How do you deal with when you don't win? Because you know you don't want, because we know we don't win every match, right? So how do you deal with when you don't win? Do you go back and watch the match with your dad, or do you talk with your dad about the match? How do you process that after the match is over?
I talk with my dad, and he tells me what I did wrong, and then we do it when in practice to work on it.
Wow, that's wonderful. Listen, that is a great way to focus on it. And because, again, it's about the growing process, right? Every match, even the ones that we may not win, it's a learning experience. And so continue to learn, Maya, because all I know is Serena, she's coming. She's coming for your record. That's all I can say, Serena. Just get ready. So I got to ask you, Maya, what do you think has made you so good at such a young age?
Working hard, having fun, winning trophies, and doing the game plan.
Wow, I love that. I love that. Now, I don't know, and maybe I could ask your dad. I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe on the Pro Tour, they're not able to coach during the match. Is that right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, they're working on it, but
Yeah.
yeah, no coaching.
Gotcha.
In the US Open, they did.
Mhm.
But
How does it work? How does it work with your daughter's age? Are you able to help
no,
during the match?
it's actually it's real strict at their age. They don't want no coaching, kind of minimal cheering, so it's pretty much just all them.
Got it. Got it. Got it. And you know what? I think that's actually positive in terms of the cheering because you want them both to do well, right? You want to cheer them both on and you want to uplift, both young ladies in the match. And so, wow. Okay. I didn't know how that worked at this age, but so I want to ask you, Maya, again. I understand that you are homeschooled, right? And you're in the third grade. Is that right?
Yes.
So what do you like about being homeschooled, or are the things that you kind of don't like?
No, there is good things. I like it. It's good to be homeschooled because I can go to the park anytime I want.
Nice. Well, listen, I know it's working because last year you got all A's. so so I know that whatever your mom and dad or whoever's working with you, it's working. So again, so proud of you and all that you are. Not yes, what you do, but who you are as an amazing young lady. Again, you are a shining star. You are just wonderful. And again, so proud of you and honored to have you on our broadcast. So I got to ask you, how do you balance schoolwork and tennis? Because you're doing 5 days a week, 2.5 hours a day practice. How do you do homework and testing and all? Like, how do you balance all of that?
I do tennis first, then I go home and do school.
Nice. Okay, awesome. What's your favorite subject?
Science and math.
Nice, nice. Well, listen, all I can say is just amazing you are. I read in your bio that you said you have a goal of completing school by the age of 15 to turn pro. When did this become a goal for you? Like, when did you tell yourself, because you're 8 years old now, right? So when did you tell yourself that you want to turn pro, like at that age?
At like 6 years old.
Oh, wow. Listen, I think at 6, I don't know what I was doing at 6. I might have been playing at the park or something. I don't even know about this, but having the mindset of I'm gonna go pro. Listen, at 15, I'm gonna finish this. This is what I'm set to do. And I love that about you, Maya. I love the fact that you're focused, you're determined. And I'm telling you, I watch your videos and you put the work in, Maya. I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm hitting the hearts, I'm hitting the claps, I'm doing all of that. It's just amazing to see how awesome you are. And I love it. I love it. So I want to ask you, is there any other part of your journey that you want to share? Like what would you say has been the most challenging part of your journey thus far, Maya? Like what has been the most difficult part, if any, at all?
The difficult part is fitting school in with tennis.
Wow, wow. Listen, all I know is I don't know how you're doing it, but you're doing it. And as you said on your video, let's go. Listen, you are doing amazingly. And again, I'm so, so proud of you. So, Ma, I got to ask you, what would you say to someone who doesn't quite see their dream, right? They don't see it yet. They're not there. They don't believe it just yet. What would you say to them to encourage them to hold on to their dream?
I would tell them you're doing good, keep working hard, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yes. I love it, Maya. So I guess, I don't know, Dad, if a book is coming out. I don't know if you're getting ready to do a movie. But all I know is there's so much greater for this young lady. And again, I'm so, so proud of you, Maya. So proud of you. And I love the fact, sir, I just want to ask you this question. I love the fact that she says it's fun, right? She enjoys it. How do you approach like, do you feel pressure? Does she feel pressure at all?
A lot of times when you're coaching young athletes, I think you kind of want to give them better perspective on what they're doing. So I always tell people this story. The first time I had her on the court, and I told her, hey, go run for this ball. And she's looking at me like, Dad, what do you mean run for this ball?
What does
So I
this
said,
mean?
I told her, all right, I got you. So I took her to the US Open. I think she was 5 years old. When she was 5, we took her to go see Serena. And the crowd was going crazy. And she was looking at the crowd like, oh, this is why Dad wants me to run for the balls. And ever since that, she looked at me and said, oh, I'm going to run for those balls because I want to do the same thing that Serena's doing. So a lot of times as a parent, you want to show them perspective. You want to give them understanding of why they're working hard and why they're doing what they're doing every day. So I think that's one of the things that makes it fun because she knows, hey, one day all this work is going to get me there. So
That's that's amazing. And so I want to ask you one more question, I think, sir, and hopefully, how do you and your wife protect Maya, right? Because I'm always thinking about young athletes, right? There's social media, there's this, there's so much in the world now with youth. How do you keep her covered, in terms of having her focus just really on who she is?
My philosophy, teaching young athletes is don't let the sport, use you. You use the sport. So sometimes, right now in the game, I think Naomi Osaka is going through a moment where she's, she might say, I want to give it up. Or Serena's saying, I want to retire. And it's okay. Give to the game, but make sure the game doesn't just take everything from you. You know what I mean? So, keep that perspective. It's more than a game. It's just a game. So sometimes I tell her, hey, you might lose it. You might lose a tournament. You might lose a match, but it's what?
Just a game.
It's just a game.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I don't know if this is going to be the name of your book, but when you said that, sir, I'm telling you, when you said that, I saw a heading, it's just a game. Wow. That might be the heading of her documentary. It's just a game. Listen, I'm telling you, you better write. Listen, that is, I saw that when you said it. And again, Maya, I want to ask you, is there more that you want to share with us about your journey? I didn't want to keep you too long tonight. I know you have long days. You probably work harder than I do, and your dad as well. And we're definitely going to give a shout out to your dad and your mom and the gym that they have. Again, just so proud of all that they're doing as well. But is there more, Maya, that you want to share with us?
Say it. No. Yes.
No thanks.
Okay. All right. So I want to ask just one more question, Maya.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you would like to acknowledge? And again, I know your dad and your mom and your brother are but is there anyone else that you want to acknowledge that has been a part of your journey thus far? And if not, it's okay.
My dad, my mom, my brother, and Birchwood, my tennis club.
Awesome. Okay, Birchwood. Awesome. Phenomenal. So listen, so where can people find you? I don't know if you can say Maya or your dad, but where can people find you and support you on social media?
YouTube, my page.
So you have first you have Instagram is what is it? M3 underscore the future. And she also has YouTube. It's called M3 Raising a Tennis Champion. That's what it is. Right. So you can find her on YouTube, and then you can also find her on Instagram.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So I want to ask, sir, is there any more that you want to share with us about your journey in support of Maya? Because again, I have to applaud you, because there are not every parent is going to invest in their children as the way that you and your wife have. And I applaud you. I applaud you both. And so proud of just all that you're doing to support Maya. And what I love about it is that she is still a young lady, right? She's still having fun. She's still her age, right? So she's still able to, and I love how you are training her with chess and just the mindset. It's just a game. I love that. And so, but is there more that you want to share with us for parents, right, who have children who are just amazing athletes? And from your experiences, what you found has been beneficial to you and your wife in support of your daughter?
I think the main thing, when it comes to training, young athletes all over different sports, transitioning into life, is just stay humble and always just work hard. And that's what I tell her all the time. We're doing good, but that doesn't mean, it's always going to be good. So we just got to get ready for that. So just stay humble, stay together, and just work hard. That's pretty much what you got to do. And that's all I tell the young kids too as well.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, I have to applaud you. Thank you so much, Maya, for being an amazing guest on our show. Thank you, sir. I so appreciate you for all of your hard work, your persistence. Maya, you are a shining light. I'm so proud of you. Every time you post a video or just a picture, I'm just so in awe. I'm sitting there and I'm seeing you with a picture with the wife of Arthur Ashe, right? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you are walking amongst kings and queens because you are that. You are royalty, Maya. You are a queen. And continue to walk like it, hold your head high, go on the court like you know that it's yours. I did the same thing in baseball, right? I stepped up to the plate knowing, but you know what? I'm gonna hit this ball. And if I get out next time, so the mindset didn't change, right? So the circumstance didn't change my thought process. So I'm so proud of you and all of who you are. I have to give a shout out again to yourself, sir, Mr. Kevin ANYAN, and your wife, Sarah ANYAN, and your awesome gym. I believe it's Z Flex Fitness. Is that right?
Yeah.
And where are you located?
We're located in Exeter, Pennsylvania. Yes.
Listen, yes. So listen, connect with this amazing gym, everybody. I'm just so proud of this family. And again, as I said before, listen, let's cheer Maya on. Hit that Venmo. I'm telling you, listen, y'all know, y'all be going to Dunkin' Donuts. So give that money to Maya, support her, uplift her. And I'm telling you right now, it will be worth your investment because she is priceless. So Maya, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say before I let you all go?
I want to say something about my brother. He's been a nice, kind little bro. And he's been by my side the whole time.
Awesome. Well, listen, we want to applaud your brother. I believe his name is King, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Want to applaud your brother King, and so that's wonderful. Any other last words you want to share, either yourself, Maya, or your dad?
No, thank you for having us. It was pretty cool. She's enjoying it as well too. So it's awesome.
Well, listen, Maya, I just want to let you know again, as I said before, I am a cheerleader on this side of the state for you. Whatever I can do to support you, to uplift you, to inspire you and say yes. So just so you know, I am a fan of yours. So I can't wait to hopefully one day get your autograph, get a selfie. I don't know, but again, just so proud of you and all that you are. Continue to be such an amazing, amazing young lady. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Hit that Venmo link, everybody, please, to support this amazing young lady. Not just now, but ongoing. We want to uplift her and support her and make sure she can get to where she needs to go to do what she's destined to do. So thank you again, Mr. ANYAN. We appreciate you. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Miss Sarah, again so much. This is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. We come on every week. As long as we have a guest to uplift, to encourage you to go get your dream. My motto is dream, take that step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. Thank you again so much for your love and support. Go get your dream. Thank you so much and have a good night. Thank you, Maya. Bye-bye. Thank you, sir.